Morning, Ciaran. How are you today?
Morning. Not too bad, thanks. And yourself?
I'm absolutely brilliant, Ciaran. The sun is shining. It's not very warm, but the sun is shining. So welcome to the Business Spotlight, Ciaran. Could we start? Could you tell me a little about yourself, your background, and your business, please?
Yeah, no, Ciaran McDermott from Arcadian IT. We're based in Newry, near Five Ways. I started out in 2013 when I moved up to Newry. And yeah, I quit my job and worked out of my girlfriend's bedroom for about a year and got my business established in selling refurbished stock and doing business support. So yeah, I got plenty of help locally. A lot of businesses were happy with the support and happy with the business model we had, and it just took off from there. And then I opened my first shop in the Wynn Industrial Estate. So I had a small office up the back there that many of my long-term customers still laugh about because you used to have to walk down hallways and hallways and up the fire exit, up the stairs to an office out the back. So yeah, some of them actually asked me at the start, "Is this legitimate or are these stuff stolen?" So yeah, that was it then. And then I moved out to the main street and business just went on from there. And I'm actually in partnership with another guy then. He had rented office space off me and we became friends and we both had the same thing. We never get a holiday. So we got into partnership and we get on like very, very, very well. So we both do different aspects of the business. So we were able to, open up more streams of revenue for avenues and services we could provide for customers then. So it's grown from there. Like, and we built our own unit here then inside an industrial unit up in Newry, custom built for what we need, and it's brilliant. Like so, yeah.
And I'm detecting that that's not a Newry accent. I'm going to take a wild punt.
Why would you say that?
Not a Newry. That's definitely not a Newry accent. Where are you from originally, Ciaran?
I stem from Mullingar. I know a moment's silence
No.
for the
And
magnificence of what comes from
what
Mullingar.
brought you to Newry?
My other half, yeah, my other half. She's from Clonus, but she lived in Newry 20 years. So that was the draw. So why does any man move?
Well,
Follows
yes,
love.
generally there's always a story behind it, always a story. So you launched Arcadian in 2013.
No, I was firstly CMD Electronics Trading Engineering IT. So I was that company for probably 6 years. And then when me and Aidan decided to make a go of it, then we changed his business was called Smart IT. So but we couldn't think of a business name. So we ended up putting both our names into like an anagram creator and we got Arcadian IT. So it's an anagram of both our names. And a few people have actually spotted that. So that's how we got the business name then, Arcadian IT. So I think yeah, we're probably about 3, 4 years now, maybe yeah,
Okay.
together like.
And what was the spark that led you to join together and launch Arcadian?
Because we both love working for ourselves. We both love the diversity of work, but together like for us it's all about teamwork. Do you know what I mean? Everybody works together, pools information, helps each other, work as a team. And a lot of companies, people just like to stick to their own lane and not verge in and share information. We're very much the opposite. And we're both learners. We love learning new stuff. It excites us, like, so anything new that comes on the market, what a better sector than IT, like for that, you know what I mean? Because it's ever evolving and changing. So that's, everything new that comes out, we buy it, we bring it in here, we play with it, we break it, we test it, and then we're able to tell our customers how good or bad it is, and indifferent. So yeah, that's what brought us together, like.
And tell me a bit about your target market. What sort of people do business with you?
Our target market would be small to medium sized businesses, and they're predominantly who we deal with. Like so you could have up to 500 staff members too. Like in some of the companies we deal with, like right down to 2 or 1 staff member. So yeah, we like there's nobody we don't deal with. We're happy to deal with everyone. So like we've customers down as far as Cork, Kerry, like Mullingar. There's a lot of our business clients I know from home. We're dealing with them as well because they couldn't find IT companies to cater for one-man bands and two-man bands. So yeah, no, we've no issue. So we're up in Dublin all the time as well, and Belfast. We cover a fair bit of ground, like.
And what's been, would you say, the biggest lesson that you've learned as a business owner?
The biggest lesson you learned is never stand still in business. Don't take it for granted because what's there today will change tomorrow. So it's ever evolving, and the market is advancing all the time, so you've got to keep up to date with it. So if that part of your business, the passion for it dies, it's some stage you're going to be flogging a dead horse. you know
And like business, like life, is full of surprises. What would you say has been the biggest surprise so far in your business journey?
um do you know what it is? It's You can do all the advertising in the world, but the best advertising, I couldn't believe, I spent loads on advertising. The best is actually word of mouth. It's still in Ireland #1 for every business. Word of mouth. If you look after your customers, they'll tell 100 people. Do you know what I mean? It's just mental, like the amount of like referrals we've got from businesses, from home users, telling other people, referring us, showing them what we've done, and they're like, right, I'm on the phone. It's mad, like.
And are there any business leaders that have influenced you along the way or that you look up to?
Yeah, I like Elon Musk. He's not afraid to challenge at all. Like, he whether he fails or not and succeeds, it doesn't make a difference. He'll get it done. I like that. And he doesn't really care what anyone thinks.
Yeah, his name crops up from time to time in these interviews.
Yeah, he's very different. Like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And look, tell me, Ciaran, what gets you out of bed in the morning and really drives your passion for your business?
Number 1 would be providing for my family. And then, like, the role to be, I suppose, the drive to be the best version of myself in my role and position. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning. The two most important things.
And what would you say if you had a desert island, if you're on a desert island and you could have a book or a podcast or both, what would you be listening to or reading?
Be podcast, and it would be Joe Rogan or Nicola Talon. That's who I'd be listening.
And what is it in particular that you like about those?
Both of them are out there, like Joe Rogan. He's a great man for not being opinionated. Sits on the fence, like, but he's great at drawing information from people and getting it out there. And he doesn't care. The more adverse it is, he loves it. Like, do you know what I mean? But everyone has an opinion and they're entitled to give it. Do you know what I mean? Where a lot of broadcasters would stay away from certain people because they don't want, they're afraid to get a bad reflection in the public eye, like. And then Nicola Talon, like, she's brilliant for crime investigation. I just love that, like, I love hearing about it and stuff. But she's, again, the same again. When she's told not to do something, she'll go ahead and do it, and that's it. The information's going to be out there.
Excellent, great share. And look, if you could invite any three people to a dinner party, alive or dead, who would they be?
Alive or dead, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It would be Bill Murray, Robin Williams, Rob Delaney.
very good. Rob Delaney. Rob Delaney. Who's Rob Delaney? Remind me.
Rob Delaney. The last show he was in I seen him in was with Sharon Horgan. He does a lot of one-off shows as well, and he's his own comedy show.
Right.
He's an American guy. He's very funny. Yeah.
I'll have to look him up. The other two similarities, both sort of
Yeah. Bill Murray
wacky.
doesn't give a damn about
Yeah.
anything. He's hilarious, like he is, and Robin Williams as well. Like, life's too short not to laugh, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And look, if you could go back in time, Ciaran, and give some advice to your 18-year-old self,
Oh God.
what would it be? Would you listen to it, and what would it be?
Don't let the weight of other people's opinions sit in your shoulders. That would definitely be it.
And what makes you pick that in particular?
Because when you're younger, like a lot of people are trying to start their own businesses. The worst thing you can do is ask a family member, what do you think, or a friend, what do you think, is the first thing they're going to do is shoot you down. Do you know what I mean? And I think a lot of great businesses we haven't seen them on the market because of that reason solely. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't ask anyone. I just put my head down and done my own thing, like, and that's definitely, and I know like a few of my family members are saying, oh, now that won't happen, that won't work. You know what I mean? You need to be doing this, you need to be established, and blah blah. It's not true, like, definitely not true. If you want to do something, you put your mind to it, you'll do it.
Yeah, it's a really interesting point you make it, and
Mm.
I find it in my day-to-day
Mm.
workings and dealings with business owners, you know, what other people think holds so many people back.
Yeah, no, it's not something that worries us. Do you know what I mean? The only opinion I listen to is my other half, and she will always give me a bullet, sledgehammer opinion about something, and we'll discuss it together. But like, she'd never tell me not to do something. She'd encourage me to do it. And it's the same when I started the business. The first couple of years were rocky, and she helped me and funded me as well. To get it off the ground. Like, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, when you want to do something and you want to do it, no one's going to stop you, especially opinions.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And if somebody likes what they've heard, Ciaran, and would like to reach out or get in
Mm.
touch with you or Arcadian, then what would be the best way for them to go about that?
Or you could email myself at kieran.mcdermott@arcadian-it.com, or go on the website www.arcadian-it.com. Email, phone, anything, we're available. You ring reception, Isabella will pass on numbers. There's no problem. We don't mind.
Superb. Well,
Mm.
look, Ciaran McDermott from Arcadian IT, thanks very much for sharing your story and your journey. It's an interesting change and
Mm.
an exciting line of work that I guess is evolving constantly. So, like, thanks very much again. I wish you every success for the remainder of 2024 and beyond, Ciaran. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Much
Okay.
appreciated.